More than 115 English settlers arriving in the New World hoping to build a better future. All the settlers disappeared over the night, with the one clue left behind were a mystery word carved into the wooden post, CROATOAN, and three letters written on a nearby tree, CRO. More than 400 years later, historians are still asking the same question: what happened to the lost colony of Roanoke? And today, finally, be the closer ever to the answer. Now, the beginning. Everything started in 1587. England wanted to establish colony in the North America before other European power could take over control the region. Under the sponsorship of Sir Walter Reagan, a group of around 115 sailors sailed across the Atlantic Ocean and arrived on the Roanoke Island, located off the coast of present-day North Carolina. Roanoke was supported to become England's first permanent settlement in America. The slaters include their families, men, women, and children are. Among them was Virginia Dare, the first English child born in the world. At first, everything seems promising, but life in the colony quickly became difficult. Food supplies began running low, resources were limited, and survival became uncertain. The slater realized they need help, so they asked Governor John White to sail back to the England and return with the fresh supplies. White agreed. It smashed like a simple decision, but that decision would create one of the greatest mystery in American history. John White returned to the England expecting to come back quickly, but history had other plans. England was preparing for war with Spain. Ships were needed to military purposes, resources were retired, and White's journey back to the Roanoke was delayed. Settlers were waiting for White, but weeks turned into months, months turned into year, but the time were finally returned to Roanoke. 3 years were passed. The colony was vanished, but John White arrived to back the colony. He expected to see the familiar faces. Instead, he found silence. The settlement was completely abandoned. Every house was empty, every shelter was gone. There was no bodies, no signs of violence, no evidence of struggle. It looked as if the entire colony was simply disappeared. But there was a clue. Carved into the wooden post was a single word: Croton. Nearby, only three letters appear on a tree: Crow. White immediately recognized the name. Croton was the name of a nearby island and the Native American people who lived there. Today, that area is known as Hatteras Island. White believed the settlers may be located there, but there was powerful storm forced him to leave, and the mystery remained unsolved. Over the next 4 centuries, countless theories were made. Some of the reasonable, other was far more extreme, but the few stand above the rest. Theory 1: they joined native tribes. This is considered the strong theory by the historians. The settlers were running out of food, survival was become difficult. Joining a friendly Native American community may have their best chance to stay. The word Croton itself supports this idea. It may have been a message telling John White exactly where they had gone. Many historians believe to settlers, however, there is no identity. Many historians believe the settlers involved in the native community and slowly lost their English identity over the time. However, there is no definitive proof. Theory 2: they were attacked. Another popular theory suggests that the settlers was killed by the other tribes. But there is a major problem with this explanation. Investigators found no sign of battle, no weapons, no burning buildings, no mass graves, no evidence of large scale attacks. Because of this, most historians consider this is a weak theory. Theory 3: disease. Some researchers believe the colony may have suffered from diseases, internal collapse. Others suggest the settlers slipped into the small groups and separated across the region. While possible, these theories remain difficult to prove, but there is a new evidence. In recent years, archaeologists have discovered evidence that may support the Native American integration theory. Excavation of Hatteras Island uncovered European artifacts and items that may be belongs to the English settlers. Researchers believe some colonies could have survived by living among the native communities. If true, it could explain why no bodies were found. For the first time in century, historians finally have the evidence that prove the real explanation of this mystery. So, was the Roanoke mystery finally solved? Officially, no. There is still no single evidence that explain exactly what happened to the every members of the colony. But today historians have a strong clue than ever before. Lost colony may never have vanished at all. Instead, these people may have simply become a part of a world where their name disappear. What would you think happened to the Slaters of Roanoke? Did they join Native American tribes, or still they are missing, or a puzzling waiting for the discover? Let me know in the comment. And if you're enjoying the mystery, so subscribe and take care and goodbye.